What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, all the attributes for the new bosses just got revealed a little bit before the program starts. We got the attributes for Joe Carter, we got the attributes for Bob Feller, we got the attributes for Hanley Ramirez. There's also some other news. They're doing an awesome program today. They are rest in peace, Alkaline. They are doing some moments for an 86 overall Alkaline. I would imagine that card is going to give you, and those missions are going to give you some program stars as well. So let's go ahead and hop into Joe Carter's attributes here, and then I will give you guys a recommendation at the very end after we go over these cards on who you should take out of this program pack. Okay, so first off, we have Joe Carter. He's got 74 contact versus right, 105 contact versus left, 89 power versus right, 96 power versus left with 89 vision, 72 fielding, 73 arm, 74 arm accuracy, 70 reaction. Does have 70 speed though as well, which is really quite nice, I gotta say. That's he's a pretty damn good card. This is not a bad card at all. Can play first base, also can play left field and center field. He's got 89, 96 power, which makes me think of the Frank Thomas that you get from Conquest. I think this is not a bad card. He has a lot of power and he has a lot of vision, which is something that isn't very prevalent in a lot of cards. And 70 speed. If you move him to first base, his fielding will go from a silver to a bronze. It'll go down 5, so it will go down to a 67. If you guys don't have Reggie Jackson yet to put into your outfield, this is a really good card. Like it just really isn't that bad of a card at all. It's better than I thought it was going to be. It's got power from both sides. It's over the 80 threshold from both sides. If it was 90 from both sides, it'd be crazy. But you got to remember also, when we had the last program, you were able to make this card a little bit better. I think you're able to up the attributes by like 3, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe if you did that also, his fielding, if you had that version of the card, it would make it so that he would be a silver at first base. But he would be, I don't know, this would be a guy, he's got the secondary of left field. Maybe Ruby this card and then put him in left field. But this is a very solid card, even if you put him in right field, even if you don't upgrade him. I'm really pleasantly surprised as to what they did with this Joe Carter card as far as his attributes are concerned. I think they did a really good job with this card. They made it a really good card to want to go after. All right, so next up on our list is Bob Feller. He is the second boss that got revealed, and we also have his attributes now as well. He is a starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. 118 stamina, 90, 108 for his pitches, 48 BB per 9, 77 control. He has a 14 fastball, a 12-6 curve, a slider, and a changeup. So he does have all of the core pitches. He does not have a sinker. 95 velocity, 96 break. This is a 1946 All-Star card. Looks like he throws 98 miles per hour. 12-6 is his second pitch, a slider, and a changeup. I am not too particularly high on this card, personally. I mean, he's got good stamina, which is always nice. He's got, especially in this year's game, and that we get to select our pitcher, stamina does matter a lot more. 90 H per 9, 108 K per 9. Not crazy velo or break, not very good control. I'm not a big fan of his motion at all. The one thing that would make this card, like, at least somewhat usable, or I don't know if usable is the right word, but something that you would desire to have this card would be the fact that he has a sinker, because sometimes like the signature Bob Feller does have a sinker. This one does not, for whatever reason. He does not have a sinker on this card, so I think this one I personally would not go after. I think there's a lot better starting pitchers for you to go after that. I don't know if cheaper is the right way, because this card will always be a part of like different collections. It's a higher end card, but I'd much rather have Forrest Whitley than this card by a lot. I'd much rather have Michael Kopech than this card by a lot. I'd much rather have face of the franchise Blake Snell than this card by a lot. I'd much rather have face of the franchise Shohei Ohtani by this card by a lot. And I'd much rather have Corey Kluber, the 99, over this card by a lot. So when you break it down that way, You know, we only have 5 starters, so this is not a card in particular that I would go after personally. If you really want to go after this card for whatever reason, you can. I'm just not a big fan of, I don't really like his motion. His pitch set isn't too bad. His control's just really not quite there. And his per nines at 90 and 108, they're not too insane. I mean, 108's great, 90's great and all that. It's pretty damn good for a starting pitcher in this game right now. We don't have like too many crazy starting pitchers outside of, like, really in my opinion, than Kluber, because I'm not a fan of Hal Newheiser at all. I don't like his motion. I really don't like the old timey motion. Something about him, I don't like timing them. It's just, even like Bob Gibson, who I love IRL. It's just, I don't really particularly like his motion and stuff like that. I like more of the more compact, more modern type of motions. Blake Snell is a perfect example. Like, I really like his a lot in this game. I like Shohei Ohtani's. I like quick motions out of the stretch, so I'm not a fan of Bob Feller's. You guys can even see in that picture. You guys can see in the picture of his card art. He's going in. He's really getting into that throw though, or that pitch there. So I'm not particularly high on Bob Feller. I would not particularly. This is the one I would definitely not select. I would definitely not select this one. And let's go ahead and get into Hanley Ramirez's card. Okay, so our third boss that we have in the second inning program that you guys can choose from is Hanley Ramirez. Really exciting to see this card back in the game. 106, 108, 79 power, 100 power versus left, 79 vision, 66 fielding with a 76 arm, 64 speed. When you get this card and you end up, this is one card you definitely, if you're going to use this card, you're going to want to Ruby it, because it's going to be able to get over that 80 power. If you guys are going to use this card, you're definitely going to want to Ruby it, because you're going to be able to get that 79 power, I should say, over the threshold of 80. So it gets the perfect fly ball for a home run type of thing going. You want over 80 power, at least in this game. You really like 100 power, but you like over 80 power. That's a good threshold to have for ranked seasons. And he will get +3, I believe, boosted to that to make him an 82. He'll also get 103 power and get a lot more contact. He'll get over 80 vision. His defense will get a little bit better. He's never going to be a good defensive player, but he always has a good swing. Hamram always has a really good swing in this game. So it should be, this is one of the more exciting cards that I was not anticipating to see this card today. And I'm pretty excited to see this card today, because this is like one of the classic throwback cards. It was a card in MLB The Show 17. I can't remember if it was in 16 as well, but this is a really popular card. I mean, this is a big time hitting shortstop. There's not a lot of shortstops that will have this much power from both sides, this much contact from both sides. Defensively, he's not the best. You know, he's really kind of, what I would compare this card a lot to is basically he's a faster Gleyber Torres without as much arm strength. I really like this card a lot. It's a really fun card to have. I'm super excited that they put this one in the program this time around. We are, as I'm recording this, we're about 5 minutes away. We're about 5 minutes away from the actual program dropping. It's supposed to be in about 5 minutes here. I'm like playing Showdown right now. I might even just quit out of this Showdown. I'm not going to finish it. I'm just going to, and I already played some missions too. I'm going to quit out of this Showdown. So I'll go at this point, and I will go and make sure I record like kind of the rewards. I'll record that, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But to me, I would definitely take Hanley, or I would take Joe Carter out of this program without question. I would completely pass on Bob Feller. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Duke Snyder last time around. Like, it's just a complete pass. And then if you want to go after Helton or Oswald, go after one of those two. But if you guys need an outfielder right now, Joe Carter is very good. I mean, he's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. He's right up there. I mean, he's a little bit less than Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson has more power, but he's kind of like Reggie Jackson light. I definitely rock with that Joe Carter. Be a good guy to have on the bench as a pinch hitter for sure as well. And then Hanley Ramirez, I also rock with. You know, like I don't know if you want to have like necessarily him and Gleyber out there, but you could. He's got a little bit better of speed. He's got really good pop. He's gonna have a good swing. I definitely think he's a good option. It's kind of nice that you can stick him at third base, and He really doesn't have a lot of defense, but man, he can help you. He can help you offensively. It's going to be he's going to be able to hit really, really well. I'm excited that they put this Hanley Ramirez card back in the game. I'm really excited to see that. So I would definitely go with Hanram, or I would go with Joe Carter. Completely avoid that Bob Feller. I already gave you guys 5 pitchers that are better. And none of my pitchers are expensive. They really aren't. Face of the franchise Otani, face of the franchise Snell, you can get by doing Showdown. Whitley's about, I don't know, 13K. Kopech's about 30K. And then Cy Young, Corey Kluber is free. So the starting pitching that's really good in this game is not expensive at all. You can have some really, really good starters. So I don't know which ones out of these packs do you guys think are. I'm probably going to take Hanley. I think I probably am going to take Hanley out of these personally, because it's just it's such a he's a really good card, and it's like a throwback to, like, you know, back in the day, you know, MLB 17. I think I'm going to take Hanley. Let's see here. We are 3 minutes away as I'm recording this. 3 minutes away of this program. Actually, this program is live now, so I'm going to be able to go through it now. I'm going to start recording that, and then I'll bring you guys that at the end of this video. All right, so let's go over the second inning program here. This is my first reaction to it. Let's go through out of that. I told you who I like out of the bosses. We got a pack at 5 stars. We got Let's Dance. We got to choose one gold gear up item. We got this thing. We got unlockables. We got a set 9 headliners pack at 100. We got this icon, another pack. We got second inning program 1 of 3. We're going to have Wade Boggs. That's pretty good contact, to be honest with you, in that Wade Boggs. We're going to have Steve Berdosian. 4-seam slider and a 2-seam. Doesn't look too bad. Jonathan Scope. Good Jonathan Scope card. I would take either Boggs. That's a pretty good hitting Boggs card, to be honest with you. That's a lot of contact. He doesn't have a lot of power. I'd honestly probably take Jonathan Scope. This card is actually kind of convenient to have. I would take that card. You could sell any of these cards as well. I'd probably take Scope, or I would take Wade Boggs. I would pass on this Steve Bedrosian. He doesn't have the pitches I like. Let's keep cruising through this thing. Let's see, 750 stubs. MLB The Show 20, a ball is a habit pack. It's out of here. 750, a new bat skin. We got the Show 20 pack, and then we have the second inning pack as well, where I already showed you guys their attributes and all that stuff like that. So they're looking pretty lit, man, dude. Hanley though, dude. Oh man, and this Joe Carter, dude. I love it. I'm happy that they didn't stiff Joe Carter. And great job by the content team. Bob Feller, I mean, you guys just know I'm not too high on him, but that's all right too. That beautiful second inning program. We got 5 packs. Cartoon Stumble Run. I've never heard this sound effect before. This might be a kind of a funny sound effect plus 2,000 stubs. 2,500 stubs. Then we got a Prospect Set 2 pack and the Classic Stadium at 600. So it looks like this one doesn't go all the way to 1,000 like the other one did. But to be honest with you, that's okay. I played the game a ton, and I could not even get close to 1,000. I don't think there was a lot of people that got up there. So if they want to stop it at 600, that's fine. Maybe, and they'll probably add more stuff to it. I think maybe as like go along. I'm not 100% sure. Here's our missions. You know, we got a new Showdown, second inning Showdown, 70 program stars, and make sure you guys do that. Missions, we got 10 games in ranked seasons. So I would honestly, let's see, tally extra base hits off of face of the franchise players. That's an interesting one that they chose to do that. Oh, with faces of the franchise. I was gonna say off the pitchers, that's gonna be difficult. That's not bad either though. That, you know, just get some face of the franchise, you guys get some hits. Sure, you guys have a couple of those. You can knock out both of these by just getting the 10 wins in ranked season. So that's a good way about going about that. Second inning conquest challenge is 30 stars this time. We'll go take a look at that map. Second inning collection. That's pretty much if you wanted to collect the 3 bosses from last time. I wouldn't recommend that you guys do. I would not recommend doing this unless you were seriously like getting on the game today, about to play 20 hours straight, and just absolutely blowing through these program stars. That's the only reason I recommend doing that, because then you will have a leg up and be able to sell the new bosses in the market quickly. So that's the only way that I would really do that. I would not do that for any other reason than that. Faces of the franchise, collect 5 of them for 100 XP. I actually have 5 of them right now that I can collect. Don't go after this card, by the way. I just got this because I'm a fan. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Those second inning program boosts. We got a pack and let's dance. Let's get it. Postseason Alkaline. We'll be able to go get him. Let's go look at his missions as well. Second inning collection, we already went over that. So we're gonna try to do this quickly here. So did everyone get upgradables? Handram did to a 94. Let's take a look at Handram's 94. 109, 111, 82, 103. Ooh, this card is badass, dude. That's a nice card right there. They usually go up +3. Let's go look at Joe Carter. When hit with his +3, 77, 108, 92, 99, 92 vision. Not bad. Not bad at all. He's got over 90 power from both sides, almost 100 power. This is a really, really good card. Really good card. Really good card. Bob Feller, I mean, we can look at him. I mean, it's all right. It's just, I'm just not a fan of him personally. He does get 99 velo and break though when you put him up there, so that does make him better. And 80 control. He's not too bad. He's really not too bad. You know, it's like it's not too bad when you get him up to Ruby. I personally am not a fan of him. There are people I'm sure they're gonna like him. I bet people wish they had the stinker, but he doesn't have a terrible pitch set either. He really does have a pretty good pitch set as well. Let's go ahead and see what else do we need to cover. Let's go look at the conquest, and then let's go look at those missions for Bob Feller. I am going to be streaming a little bit earlier than usual today. Where the hell is conquest? All right, there it is. Seconding. Let's see, what are the goals? Padres, 2 million fans, 22 million fans, 22 territories, 2 enemy strongholds. Acquired 122 million fans, 122 territories. Capture all the strongholds on the second inning conquest map. All the territories on the conquest map. So this is definitely what's too easy. So you get like a bat flip. This definitely you get one show pack too. This definitely is worth it to do these. The 70 program stars is pretty good, and this might take you, I don't know. I think the first inning one took me about like 3 hours. This one probably about the same, I would imagine. It's not too bad. There's usually hidden stuff on the map as well. Yeah, it says hidden packs, XP, and stubs along the way. Definitely worth it to do it. This one, it takes forever, but these inning ones, you definitely want to be knocking these out. You definitely want to knock that out. Let's go look at the Showdown. We got the new Showdown, I'm sure. The second inning Showdown. Definitely gonna want to knock this out as well. Definitely do this 100%. Just go through. I'd even recommend on this one, just make sure you go through. I would go through all the missions, honestly. I mean, you get good stubs and XP. Showdown's really awesome this year. I'd recommend doing that. And let's take a look at Alkalines Moments, and then we'll get out of here. He's got a couple, 1 hit, 4 bases, 1 hit, 1 extra base hit, 2 hits. 11 hits. This one's going to take a little bit longer. It's on rookie. 2 extra base hits. Nice stubs and XP, honestly. 3 hits and 1 extra base hit. Get on base twice. Don't strike out 1 time. What does his card look like? Is the question. I don't know. It said there was an 86 overall card. Let me go see if let's see, team affinity moments. I'm not. Let's go see if his card's in the deck. I wonder if anybody's discovered him yet. I mean, this thing has barely been out as I'm making this video. Let's go over to the Tigers and see if we can look at his stats. It'd be crazy if someone already had it done. It might be in there. It might not be. I don't think anybody's discovered him yet. So if you're seeing this video, go ahead and try to discover him. But do you not get his card from it? You just do the moments? I'm not, usually you'll have the card like down in the bottom right hand part of the screen, so I'm not really sure why that is. We saw an 86 earlier in that view of the, let me just check Twitter really quick or something. Take a peek over on, see if they got his attributes. Tiger. Playing his career moments after the update. I don't know, maybe you don't get the card from this, maybe you do. I really don't know. You guys can probably hear some sound in the background. 86? No, it's an 86 postseason Alkaline. I don't know why we don't have. I thought you could lock in his card. Let's go to the collections real quick, and then we'll get out of here on this video. Collections. There it is. Collections. Second inning. Second inning K line. The reason we can't see his stats is because literally no one's discovered him. I'm almost positive that no one's discovered him. But what I'll do is I'll go back to this video at the top of the comment section when I see that, and I'll give you guys an opinion. It's a free card. Definitely do the moments. I mean, so you're going to have them regardless. Definitely do the moments. Definitely do the moments. Get this free card no matter what. It'll be worth it. Plus, you can put it in here and get these stars. So you definitely want to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Enjoy the second inning program. I usually stream late at night. I'm going to be streaming more early. I'm probably going to go get some food, take care of some IRL work stuff, and then I'm probably just going to hop on and grind the hell out of this because I love the new program's really fun to get going. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.